before we start, would you mind switching off your mobile phones and then we can move on? Well, we're here this afternoon to a final press conference for Saturday's show on the 14th of July at the O2 Arena in Docklands, where we're going to be having a series of fights headed up by the vacant WBO Featherweight Championship of the World between Nicky Cook and Steve Luano from La Puente, California. It's a vacant title. Nicky Cook, as we all know, missed out over the last few months because of... How do we get rid of this feedback? So Nicky had a terrible disappointment with what happened with Scott Harrison, but out of bad has come good, so now he's in the position where he's challenging for the title. It is a tough fight. Steve's only lost one fight in his career. He's a very capable boxer, and as I said, I think we've got a really good fight on the night, and obviously we'll hear from everybody concerned regarding that fight in a moment. We also had the Commonwealth Heavyweight Championship. Matt Skelton, 20-1, former champion of British champion, and now the Commonwealth champion, defending his title against Michael Sprott. Michael, as we all know, has hit a bit of form over the last year, some upsets, including his sensational stoppage in his last fight against Hawley Harrison. Again, it's a great fight, and it will determine who's the best heavyweight in Britain. We've got the lightweight championship of the Commonwealth on the title, on the card. Willie Lemond from Glasgow, Scotland, who's only lost one fight in his career, which was 4 years ago. He is defending his title against Amir Khan. Amir's down the front there. As we all know, he's had 12 fights to date. Some people feel that he's not been pushed quick enough. I can assure you without a doubt, he's moving very quickly. This is his 13th fight. If you know, look at other people in the past, such as Nigel Benn. He had 16 fights and was 24 years of age before he fought for a title, his first title fight. And Nassim Hamid, it was 3 years before he even fought for a title. So he is moving quickly. He's only 20 years of age, and this is a big fight for him. Willie, as we know, is very well respected. He comes to fight. He's trained hard for this fight. Both of them have, and we'll see what Willie's got. And honestly, is Amir good as everybody thinks he is? We also got on the card the IBF and vacant WBO Intercontinental Super Featherweight Championship. Kevin Mitchell, local lad from Dagenham, he'll be on there defending and challenging his title against Alexander Hurelov from Ekaterinburg in Russia. And then we have the Commonwealth Light Middleweight Championship. Bradley Price from Newport, Wales. He will be fighting small. Will be here soon, I'm sure. I'll make his presence known when he gets here. Again, a really good fight. And we also have on there the vacant Southern Area Super Bantamweight Championship. Matthew March against Rocky Dean. Matthew had a tremendous fight last time in the XL Arena. Probably one of the fights of the night, and again we're looking forward to a great fight there. And then we've got Graham Earl, Steve Foster, Matthew Hall, Martin Concepcion, Vinnie Mitchell, and all quality fighters. Well, tickets have gone really well. We're expecting a really fantastic turnout, and I'm sure everybody's going to be absolutely thrilled with the night's boxing, which will be broadcast by ITV. As will my show next week in Cardiff. We've done a 7-fight deal with ITV for the next 12 months, which will feature numerous boxers from my stable, or Willie Lemond, depending what happens there. The broadcast on Saturday is probably a first certainly for British boxing. It starts at 6:30 at night on ITV4, and then we'll switch over to roughly around 9:30ish for two fights, and then go back onto ITV4 again. So we've got over 6 hours of boxing, which is fantastic for the sport, and it was part of the deal that we negotiated. It keeps the profile of the fighters, not just the stars, but also the up-and-coming youngsters and the fighters of the future. Anyway, we've got numerous people here I've got to introduce. To my left, we've got Phil Beard from the O2 Arena, which I'm going to say a few words in a moment. To his left, we've got Steve Luano, then we've got Todd the Buff. You can see how you Todd, to see him, who's your exact position, works with Bob Arum, top rank, he's their man. And then we've got to his left Michael Sprott and his trainer and manager Jim Evans and Dean Powell. To my right, we've got Nicky Cook, his father and trainer Paul Cook. Then we've got Matt Skelton and his trainer Kevin Sanders. To the front, we've got Amir, Asig Valley, who's his business manager. We've got Willie Lamond, young Kelly Mitchell, Bradley Price, and Enzo McAnally. Sorry, Enzo is in okay, so all these Italians look the same to me. But anyway, we've got Enzo here, and who trains Enzo McAnally, by the way. Great trainer. I'm sure you've got lots of questions to ask. Just before you do so, I'd just like Phil to say a few words, and we can move on from there.
Okay, Frank, I'll keep it very short. Well, we're very excited. We've been open just over 2 weeks now. We've had Bon Jovi, Snow Patrol. We've just finished 5 nights of Justin Timberlake, and next week Barbra Streisand starts the first of 3 nights, and Rolling Stones, etc. But I think it's fair to say that there's a real buzz about the O2 as we lead up to Saturday. We are really excited about having our first big world-class sports event, being Frank's Cup. It's the first of our plan to bring the best sport to the O2. We've got tennis in September, the NHL, 2 real season games at the end of September, and the NBA with a pre-season game in October. So we're very excited. I think the O2 is going to lend itself really well to sport in general, but I think on Saturday night the roof's always going to come off when the boxing starts. So I'm looking forward to getting you all down there. We've got the weigh-in tomorrow, and if you haven't been down, either come by Tube, which is 6 stops from Waterloo, or use one of our boats, come from Savoy or Westminster Pier. We'll whisk you down there in 20-25 minutes.
Thanks, Phil.